Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I just moved into this house, my house, and I put my books how I thought I would like them, but I don't like them. I was trying to be cool and different, but the thing is that I love putting my books by genre and by author's surname. This is a different angle. Sorry, I thought Bella was here. This is a different angle that we're not quite used to. But I'm going to be... There are shelves in my closet over here that we're going to go through. So, this is probably part of Ada, I think. I'm filming this in June, though. So, hopefully I have all of July to edit and get this scheduled. I'm thinking I really want to, like, organize my books different, you know, like by genre, like I was saying. But I also thought this would be a perfect time to go through what books I own and get rid of, you know, some of my books. So they should be up on Pango when you're seeing this. If not, then they will be up within the next couple days. But they should be there already. And so we're going to Marie Kondo all of my books. If you don't know what that means, it's okay. I'm going to explain. But I did this a couple years ago on my channel. And I really enjoyed it. So there's probably going to be 6 different videos of Marie Kondo. I think I'm going to put them all together, but I don't know. I might do it. I don't know how I'm going to do Veda this year. I was planning it yesterday, and then I just started recording today. I had a bunch of boxes in here that I felt really proud that I actually got it all finished. So now I'm just like, you know what? Let's film a little bit. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to start here in the closet. I have lots of books, so we're going to do this closet. It's going to be today. Then Book of the Month books. I really don't think I'm going to get rid of any of those, but we're not going to have a Book of the Month shelf once I reorganize. You will see that in an upcoming video, though, so don't worry your pretty little head about it. Then we'll go through my third shelf, which was my read and my nonfiction shelf. I don't think it's going to be that. Then the corner is series and standalones. What other type of books are there? Then I have everything else on my 3 TBR cards. And I feel like we could do 2 of my TBR cards on in one day. But we'll see. It'll be 6 or 7 of these videos. I hope you enjoy, like, late spring cleaning. It's more like summer cleaning, but unhauling, you know, just kind of setting myself up for success. I feel like this can be more of a chill style video. So Marie Kondo is, she wrote a book called, like, The Art of Tidying Up or something. I've never read it. But basically the concept is that you grab everything, like, one. So I don't just grab all my classics as a classic, be like, yeah, I'm going to keep all of them. No. I grab each and every book off my shelf, and I'm like, more garden, woodwork in a weekend. And then I kind of you know, it can be, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to get rid of it, or maybe. At the end, so it was too weird of an angle because my closet's like angled this way, and you guys, it was just weird. So I grabbed all the books that were in that closet. There's more books in there than I thought. It was like my classics, my stuff that was sent from publishers, my witchy books and my short story collections, and my reference materials. So there's actually quite a bit of books here. So I'm going to grab each book and determine if I want to keep it, get rid of it. Also, I need your help in the comments below as you're watching this video and the entire series of going through all my books. I want you to trash my TBR, especially the ones that I keep. I want you to trash it and tell me why you don't like them, that book. Or, better yet, just tell me why you do. No, just trash my TBR. Tell me why I should unhaul that book. Because I'm really trying to be better. But, like, I like books a lot. Anyways, the first book is 1001 Pearls of Teacher's Wisdom. I got this for Christmas a couple years ago. And it's been battered and bruised. But I'm going to keep it for reference material. It's honestly just quotes about teaching. It's like, the first task of a leader is to keep hope alive. Learn one thing well first. One must learn by doing the thing, for though you think you know it, you have no certainty until you try it. Education is one of the few things a person is willing to pay for and not get. So, lots of different little quotes. So, I will be definitely keeping that. There's no doubt about it. This little stack here is just my writing material. I don't really think I'm going to get rid of any of this. I don't write as often as I used to, but it is something that still excites me, that I still just really love. So, The Writer's Portable Therapist, 25 Sessions to a Creativity Cure. I have done some of these. These are really cool. But it's just like different tips and tricks to helping you write. And I think that there's prompts in here. If only I were rich, well-connected, beautiful, then I'd be published. Oh, playing the victim. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's just like different things to help me get out of writing rut. Then there's 10 Days to Overcome Writer's Block, period. And, you know, just more things like that. So this stuff is probably pretty boring, but, you know, that's okay. I have 300 writing prompts, 300 more writing prompts. I've done some of these, but again, I haven't really been dedicated to my writing in a little bit. It's something I want to get back into. F This Shit Show, a gratitude journal for tired ass women. So it's like, asshole of the day. Today I'm proud I didn't. Today I'm happy I did. I'm lucky to have. Draw some shit here. Today's shit list. And other shit to remember. My brother got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I haven't really used it, but I do want to. Then there's Choose Your Journey, Choose Your Journal. I was working really hard on the spiritual one, and then kind of gave up. But, again, I want to get back into all this self-care journal. It's really just a journal. Then there's imaginative writing and writing fiction. I'm going to be keeping all those. So these are books that were sent to me. So there's 1,000 Miles to Graceland by Kristen Nee Chase. A mother-daughter. Okay, so this daughter, Grace is her name. She gets dumped, and I think she gets fired from her job all on the same day. And then her mom and her go on this road trip to Graceland, and it's like a bonding experience between her and her mom. It just never screams to me, and I never really want to pick it up. So you know what? This one's going to go in the maybe pile. Then there's A Good Family by Matt Goldman. I don't even know what this one's about. I think it's a thriller. Katie Coleman's marriage is falling apart, but she has a secure job. Her children are healthy. Her house is in the prestigious country club neighborhood of Edina, Minnesota. It's beautiful. She can almost ignore the way her husband has been acting, constantly checking his phone, not going to work, disappearing from the house only to show up again without explanation. Tension in the Coleman house only gets worse when Adam, a mutual friend from college, happens to be in the neighborhood in need of a place to stay. Jack is quick to welcome him into the sanctuary of their home. But Jack's strange behavior only gets worse, and Katie fears their new guest is also harboring a dark secret. As she begins to uncover the truth, she realizes that something is terribly wrong. She must race to protect her family. Okay, so that sounds really good. This came out in May. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. I mean, at least there's something. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I'm actually going to put this over here with Legends and Lattes because I have to read it for a project that I'm doing. Then there's Road Trips, A Guide to Travel, Adventure, and Choosing Your Own Path. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. It's more of a reference thing. There's How to Train Your Cactus. I'm A Guide to Raising Well-Behaved Succulents. I found this and I thought it was really cool, but I don't love it. Hi, Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean's here now. He wanted to say hello. What are you doing, dude? You're fine. But I've flipped through it. I don't have any of these succulents. I do have cactuses. Yeah, I do have cactuses, but none of these ones, and I'll just Google it, if I'm being honest, if I need help. Will it be too late by then? Maybe. But you know what? I'm going to unhaul that one. Wow, yay, go me. I just got this, so I'm probably going to keep it. The Instant Box Garden Miracle, How to Grow Food, Flowers, and Herbs in Small Spaces. Oh, and then it has, I haven't even opened this book. You know how I know? Because it has all these, different vegetables and stuff. And it tells exactly what they need. So, I just got a bunch of vegetables so I can start a vegetable garden. And I do have radish. So radish. Plant seeds a ½ inch deep into the garden 4 weeks before the last expected frost date. Harvest 21 to 28 days. Okay. Sow radish seeds in an unused area of the garden to utilize the empty space. Okay. So there's that's really cool. There's carrots, there's broccoli, which I do have. There's arugula. Okay. And then, try some smoothies, try a spice garden, try some herb garden. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that. That's real cool. It's probably why I got it. Then there's apples and chalk dust, inspirational stories and encouragement for teachers. I haven't read it yet, but especially on those real bad days, like, I need that. See me after class. Advice for teachers by teachers. Again, I'm going to keep that. More garden woodwork in a weekend. All right, let's see. This is cool. I think I'm going to go through this. I'm probably not going to read it, but I'm going to go through and pick out the stuff that I want my husband to build me. And, yeah. See if he can do it for me. Or I'll just, like, give it to him and be like, here, make me some stuff. But I guess technically I'm keeping it. That was great. I only got rid of 1 and 2 are maybes. Okay. This next stack is actually really big. It's classics. Yeah. Somehow I always get rid of the classics and then I get interested and I really want to read them, and so I get them again, and here we are. So we're starting off strong. Lord of the Flies by William Golding is actually one that I read in high school and I really enjoyed it. Eventually I would really like to reread this, but I will be keeping it. So this is where we have a problem. I have like a whole set of children's classics that are all the same. They're all matching. But then I have these really pretty ones that I only have 2 of. And I really don't need a whole, like, I don't need the really pretty ones unless I really like the book. But I don't know if I like the book because I haven't read it before. So, do you see how this is a problem? I guess what I'm going to do is put them into piles based on the set. So, this is a whole set of classics. Then I have 2 of the Puffin classics. Then I have, you know what? These are Puffin classics too. So I have 5 Puffin classics. I have Scholastic and Vintage. Okay. This is my husband's. I cannot get rid of this. He might, like, divorce me if I did. No, he might divorce me if I got rid of his book that he's carried with him. I think it's because his dad gave it to him. And it's actually inscribed to him from his dad. It says, like, to Patrick, happy birthday, love dad, or something. Let's see. To Patrick, happy 11th birthday, I love you, Dad. So, he doesn't know how to read it, but, you know, he still keeps it. So, we're going to keep that one. Beowulf. Ooh. That's a different kind of classic. Okay. So, my mom is ordained and she inscribed this to me. So, I'm going to keep my Bible. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to keep all the classics, which is weird for me. I'm definitely keeping Robert Frost poems. Now, you know, mythology, classical mythology. This is a beautiful edition. I got it from Barnes & Noble. The pictures are really nice. I'm never going to read it. So I'm going to unhaul this one. I'm going to unhaul that. Whoa. That feels good. Okay, I don't think I have a different edition of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, so that's easy. I'm going to keep Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right? Let's see. What is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde about? A good man takes a potion that turns him into a freak of pure evil. Ew, like a vampire and a werewolf? You know what? I'm going to unhaul that one. I don't need it. Jungle Book, Okay, so apparently it had stopped filming and I didn't realize it. But I realized, so you heard me say that. So we will go through all of these again. Yeah, and I'm keeping the Jungle Book. It kind of cut off right there, but that is where we're at. I haven't gone through those yet. So, Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. It's a Puffin classic. I am interested to read Pinocchio. Everyone knows Pinocchio, the story, but I would like to read it. Then I have, let's see, 2 versions of Tom Sawyer, but I also have Huckleberry Finn in this children's edition. So I'm going to let the Puffin Classic go. That one's going to be unhauled. And then I'm going to keep Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer in the children's editions. I did not know that they know each other or they knew each other. Yes, I know their characters, but I didn't know. I guess I should have because they're both by Mark Twain. So that should have, yeah, overlap. That's cool. So I will be keeping those. I will be keeping A Little Princess. I almost feel like I've read this before, but I don't know for sure. Along with Heidi. I think Heidi is about an orphan though. And I think she finds her forever home. I'm very interested in that. So then I have 2 versions of Little Women. So I have the children's classic, which is a heck of a lot shorter. And to be honest with you, if I pick one of these up, like if I kept both of them, and I was only going to pick one of them, I would pick the children's classic because it's easier to read. But I've heard so many people talk so highly of Little Women. And she's chunky, but how rewarding would it feel if I finished this 800-page book? Like, I would feel so amazing about myself. It's almost 800 pages. It's also about, like, life during the Civil War time, and I really don't read books about war, but I also have this goal to kind of read more outside my comfort zone. So I think I'm going to keep Little Women, like this big edition, and maybe it'll be, if I don't conquer it this year, maybe I will conquer it next year. Maybe that will be one of my goals if I don't get to it this year. I, for now, am going to keep the children's edition of Little Women, but more than likely, I will put this in my classroom. So, because I mean, that's why I got all the classics. That's why I got all the children's editions, was so that I could fill up my classroom library. And also, I gifted a book to each of my students this year. But then the rest that I bought was supposed to go to my classroom. So, you know what? I'm going to put this in the unhaul pile, but classroom. So, it's kind of unhauled, but it's kind of staying with me. I don't care. Then there's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I'm going to put this one in my classroom too because I have read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. But for me, I want to get like a beautiful edition, maybe like a Puffin Classic edition or something. I don't need the children's one on this because I have read it and I enjoyed it. Then there's Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I feel like he wrote something else too. I actually recently listened to this one on audio. By recently, I mean like last year, I think. And I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. You know what? This one's gonna go in my classroom too. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. I'm keeping that for sure. Like, no doubt about it. Pollyanna. I don't know what this book is about. What do you get when you mix the cherry optimism of the orphaned Pollyanna Whittier with the stern proper practicality of her wealthy Aunt Polly Harrington? A lot of surprises, laughs, and rainbows. Pollyanna's glad game opens hearts all over town until it finally touches the heart that needs it most. That's cute. I want to keep that. Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I liked this. I didn't read this version. I read a different version. But again, I think that if I want a copy for me, I'm going to get like a prettier copy. And this children's copy can go in my classroom. I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing good, even if the unhaul pile is mostly classroom right now. But that's okay. I mean, my classroom needs books too. Oliver Twist. I have no idea what Oliver Twist is about. I'm sorry. Don't be mad. Poor Oliver, starved and mistreated as a workhouse orphan, he runs away to London hoping to find a better life. Twists and turns and some rather odd characters await him and shape his tale. Oliver's fate is in the hands of villains and thieves, one kind gentleman, one woman with a change of heart, and a twisted man who follows his every move. Okay, we'll keep it. Dr. Dolittle, I'm going to keep because I didn't even know that was a book. I liked the movie from back in the day. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I didn't like this. I'm sorry, I didn't love this. I feel like if I read it as a kid, which I don't remember reading it as a kid, but if I would have, I feel like I would have liked it a lot more. It was fine. But again, I mean, this edition is nice because it has these really cool pictures. But I think I'm going to put this in my school library, in my class library. And if I ever have the urge to read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland again, I will get myself a better edition. But again, like, I don't know if I'm going to reread that. Not really my type of thing. Anyways, then we have Beowulf by Seema Heaney. And this is about the part that I realized that the camera was not on. So we got all the way to here. I just like talking. But here's the thing. I was an English major before I found education and before I was even interested in teaching. I didn't know what I was going to do with an English major, but I was one, and we studied Beowulf. And at the time, I really, really loved it. However, I've had this book on my TBR for 3 years, 2 years, or literal years. And I never think like, hey, I want to read some Beowulf. So I don't know who I was kidding, but I will be putting this on Pingu as well. So far we have a stack of 5 going up on Pingu, a stack of 5 going in my class library, and then a couple maybes still. Then we have one last pile right here. Most of these are witchy type books, so I don't see myself getting rid of any of them, if I'm being honest with you, but let's just quickly go through it. So there's 12,000 Dreams Interpreted. Yeah, I will definitely be keeping that. There's self-defense laws in all 50 states. This, I'm not literally going to read it from the front page to the back page. It's just kind of, my husband and I travel a lot, and it's just good to know what the laws are. Then there's Speedy Yoga. Let's see. 50 peaceful poses to balance your busy life. Oh, okay. You know, now that we're kind of mostly situated in our house, I also have a yoga mat and things like that. This would be really beneficial, I feel like. Then we have Natural Mandalas, 30 new meditations to help you find peace and awareness in the beauty of nature. I actually had a plan with this book. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but basically you're supposed to use this book to help you meditate for 5 minutes a day, and there's 30 of them. So that video would be very long if I vlogged it, but that was something that I was thinking about doing over the summer, which it's summer now. So I don't know, let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in watching. Also, make sure that you're playing along at home, and that, especially with the books that I'm keeping, trash it in the comments so that I can not want to read those books anymore. That would help me limit my TBR down a little. That'd be fun. I think I love trashing people's TBRs, but that's just me. Okay, whew. Let's go here. Phenomenon by Sylvia Browne. Honestly, I want to get all of Sylvia Browne's books again. When I was a lot younger, I had most of them. And then, I didn't think I would use them, and here I want them again. Palmistry, so it teaches you how to read palms. Keeping it. Auras and chakras, I'm keeping. I told you, most of these I'm probably going to keep. Witches, sluts, and feminists, conjuring the sex positive. Ooh. Okay, so this one is about feminism and witches, and I'm gonna put this, well, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna unhaul this because I bought it and I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna love this, but I've had it for almost 1.5 years, and I've never thought to read it. So I think it would be more beneficial for someone else. It's just not for me, I don't think. There's Spirit Speaker and Medium's Guide to Death and Dying. That one I'm going to keep. Astrology for Real Life, a workbook for beginners. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to put it into a different pile. Then there's Wicca, a Modern Practitioner's Guide. Your Guide to Mastering the Craft. Oh. I bought this new, and I don't buy books new. So if I end up unhauling it without reading it, I'm going to feel a little bit bad. But let's see. I still want to keep that. I'm still interested. Palmistry. So to be honest with you, I don't think that I need this one and this one. So I'm probably going to get rid of one of these. But since I just bought another book like this one in this series or in this set, it's called like Meditation. I kind of want to keep this one and unhaul this guy right here. But let me see the Falling Rings. Ugh. If I'm being honest with myself, this one like dumbs it down even more, which might be what I need. So I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to get rid of the Highway to Life. Then Spells, the Book of Spells. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep that one. Crystal Ball. I have started this one and I've read different parts of it. So I'm going to keep that one too. So, like I said, I want to get every Sylvia Brown book. This one is Book of Angels. I will be keeping that. The Dream Workbook. Again, this is like a workbook. So I'm going to keep those together, but I might keep them on a different part of my shelf so that I remember to do it. Now, the rest of this stack is short story collection. So we have Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machoca. I butchered that. We have Her Body and Other Parties. I got this because Kayla from Books and Lala recommended it. And I stand by that recommendation, so I will keep it. The Bye-Bye Man and Other Strange but True Tales. So I'm trying to get into short stories. I think that 2024 is going to be my short story era. So I'm keeping that. So We Can Glow Stories by Lisa Cross Smith. This one, I'm not sure if it's young adult or adult. So if it's young adult, then I don't want it. Let's see what it says. Maybe we can figure it out. A lush, glittering short story collection exploring female obsession and desire by an award-winning author. Roxane Gay calls community storyteller. So We Can Glow, From Kentucky to the California Desert. These 42 short stories expose the hearts of girls and women in moments of obsessive desire and fantasy, wildness and bad behavior, brokenness and fearfulness, and more. On a hot July night, teenage girls sneak out of the house to meet their boyfriends by the train tracks. Members of a cult from an unsettling chorus as they proclaim the adoration for the same man. A love story begins over cabbages in a grocery store. What? After the death of a sister, two high school friends kiss all night in interesting. You know what? I'll give this one a shot. This sounds interesting. It's like feminism, maybe. Then we have Everything's Eventual, 14 Dark Tales by Stephen King. The first collection of stories Stephen King has published since Nightmares and Dreamscapes 9 years ago. Everything's Eventual includes 1 Henry Prize winner, 2 other award winners. Okay, I don't care. Writing the Bullet, published here on paper for the first time, is the story of Alan, who's hitchhiking to see his dying mom, but takes the wrong side, farther than he ever intended. In Lunch at the Cafe, a aspiring couple's continuous lunch turns very, very bloody. Ooh. 1408, the audio story in print for the first time, is about a successful writer whose specialty is 10 nights in 10 haunted graveyards, or 10 nights in 10 haunted houses. And though room 1408 at the Dolphin Hotel doesn't kill him, he won't be writing about ghosts anymore. And in that feeling, you can only say what it is in French. Whether writing about encounters with the dead, the near dead, or about the mundane dreads of life, from quitting smoking to yard sales, Stephen King is at the top of his game. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Then there's campfire stories, and I've read some of these. I've kind of gone through and read the ones that I'm interested in, but maybe I should just read all of them. I mean, there's some really cool ones that are like poetry. Those are probably my favorite ones in here. But I think I'll keep this one. My Birth Profile I'm keeping. And the Book of Practical Witchcraft is... Oh, I've taken notes in here. Oh my goodness. Go me. I'll be keeping this one then. Thank you for hanging out with me and going through my closet. Tomorrow, we will be going through the Book of the Month books. I hope you stick around for that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Remember that we are celebrating Veda, doing Veda, you know, come along with me and see all the cool videos that we have done. I'll link the entire playlist up here, or are going to do. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.